Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, sorry about the cancel last night, but I did have the buffer stream just in case something came up, and I was just a little tired, had some stuff I wanted to do, but we're here now. And what are we doing now? We're playing Fate Extella. In fact, we're gonna finish Fate Extella. I mean, there are side stories, but story-wise, just to get it onto, the game's completed list, we're gonna finish it today. Finally, after so long. If you had a chance to change your fate, would you? Do I know what my fate is? How you doing, Golden? Alright. Yeah. Right. So, good old Fate Extella, what are we doing this time? Oh, actually, what happened last time, I mean? Last time we played good old Fate Extella, we made our first push to, get rid of Altera's forces, mainly her top generals. It actually came down to a slugfest between Nero and Iskandar, but they had an actual, very respectful talk with each other beforehand. Kind of, praising the other for just kind of like their convictions and martial prowess. But with Nero questioning why someone like Iskandar would work with someone like Altera without being corrupted and altered in any kind of way. And him basically saying he kind of saw something in her, saw what she was lacking, and figured through his own actions, he'd be able to show her something that could help, fill in that gap for her. So he fought us. We beat him. He took the defeat, like a champ. There was no, cursing us or anything. It was just kind of like a, yeah, you fought well kind of thing. Excellent. You managed to conquer the conqueror kind of deal. Then fucking Liz showed up, and we had to fight her too. Her now saying she's an idol of the universe, and Nero isn't her rival anymore. But then at the same time saying she is the rival, and Liz is just being Liz. After fending her off, a portal to the Zero Dark, where Altera's main stronghold and she herself is, opened up. Before we went in it, we were coming back here to, rest and recoup, because taking on Iskandar and then Liz at the same time, yeah, kind of drained Nero. So yeah, that's where we're at, basically, story-wise. This is going to be the end. This is like the final mission in the game. In the main story. It's gonna be a bit of a long one. Because it's gonna be a lot of shit going on with a lot of dialogue going on. And I already, as you can see, I've already got to talk to the servant too now. I gotta talk to Nero. I mean, I don't have to, but I like to, because potential for bond up, which gives me bonuses in battle. Anyway. I am yawning. God, that was very animalistic there, but whatever. Anywho, let's just kind of get into it. Otherwise, we're going to be here for a while. So, Iskandar is incredibly strong. No. Oh, you think you'd be able to kick your ass the next time? Iskandar was a fearsome enemy. And at the same time, he was a hero, exactly as Saber says. He had the courage to do whatever it took to obtain his heart's desires, as well as an adventurous spirit that made it hard to tear your eyes away from him. Even as we were fighting him, even as his enemy, I couldn't help but think that. That's like part of Iskandar's charm, like, literally, the dude is like charismatic as shit. You can't help but look up to him. You would follow this man into battle. You might be his enemy, but like, I don't know, you talk him up enough. He'll just, he'll become your king. Like his own master in Fate Zero ended up becoming, his subject, because he was just so moved by him.
Umbral. あれこそ英雄なる者の真髄に相違ない。征服王や神祖ロムルスのような正真正銘の大英雄に比べれば、世の武勇と勲のほどは足元にも遠く及ばぬ。
Of course you bring up Romulus.
世とてローマ皇帝の座についた者、無二の人物であると自負はしているが、やはりかのイスカンダル王には及ぶまい。
Okay, so she glazes herself, but at the same time humbles herself.
大陸の多くをすべて、多くの王をその進化として従えた男。なんともはやファラオにさえなったというぞ。
That is true. Yeah, pretty sure he was made a pharaoh in Egypt. I mean, wasn't Egypt's last pharaoh, Cleopatra, actually Macedonian? She wasn't even Egyptian. Was she the last pharaoh? Could be wrong about that. Of course Caesar fucking admired him. And Caligula loved Iskandar too, huh? Saber's... The person who was the uncle of Roman Emperor Nero was... Fucking Caligula. We don't like the mother because she's the one who poisoned Nero to keep her under control and under her thumb. Which gives her all those headaches that makes her kind of do things, not very well thought out and driving her insane. All in a bid to blackmail and control her once she got the throne. But Nero killed her anyway and lost the antidote. So she just went insane.
Odysseus, Perseus.
Yes, hero of the Iliad, Ulysses. Alright, yeah, Ulysses. Good job, guys. That should say Odysseus, not Ulysses. Fucking Ulysses' Grant decided to hop onto the Argo?
Alexandros 大王すなわちはイスカンダルの逸話になると叔父上もまた熱くなったものだ。
Yeah, great King Alexandros. That's Greek for Alexander. Iskandar, I believe, is his Persian name, what he's known in Persia. I'm pretty sure. Saber's eyes seem to search for something in the distance. Her thoughts are in a time long gone. Emperor Caligula. When I think of the third emperor of ancient Rome, I recall that he was famous for being more of a tyrant than Nero. They say he was a blood-soaked despot. The Emperor of Death who fell into madness. The greatest man in power at the time, he was temperamental and would steal lives away without a second thought. In the end, he was murdered in some internal plot. Oh, I mean like fucking Caesar was too? Everyone's just murdering these fucking emperors Good God. Sorry, I got stuffs and what's all open in here and doing things. You know how it is. You know how it is. Just checking on everything. Okay. But the words that spill from Saber's lips seem to paint an entirely different picture from the bloody legend I know. I recall that Emperor Caligula was considered an enlightened ruler and not a tyrant when he first took the throne. For the first few years of his rule, he was known as the Shining Star of Rome. Yes, just like the Saber I know. Perhaps the Caligula in her memories is forever in the shape of the good and wise king she was most familiar with.
世には優しいおじだった。それだけは間違いがない。いつか自分も伝説の英雄たちのようにたまってしまうのは大行に過ぎるかもしれぬが、せめて良き皇帝でありたいとな、よく口にしていたものだ。それからいずれお前も良き貴族となれとな。
He sounds like a great uncle.
そうだな。実によくしてくれたおじ上であった。
His precious little niece. Oh, that was... Oh my god, we can just go right to the battles now. Oh, hallelujah. Alright, we got any traps anywhere? No we do not. We're just straight up fight. Cool. 5th stage. Alright, let's just get into it. Let's just do this, you know? Alright. Fighting through the last of Altera's forces. Oh yeah, we're just really getting into it.
注意しろ。厄介な状況だな。守りに回っていればいずれ崩される。敵戦力の撃破を優先するべきだ。この場合防衛は上策ではないぞ。宇宙一なのだ。燃え盛れ聖女の泉。
Okay, right.
こういうことだ。ゲートオブバビロン。
Okay, so Gil's gonna bombard certain stages. Fucking great. Now, we've run into this before. Just gotta do what we normally do. Oh, not these guys. So yeah, we'll do the Extella maneuver on the big sword dudes. These things are annoying. Oh, it froze me. Alright, that should kill it. I don't need to do it beyond this. That should kill it. Okay. This spot's safe. Not the way I want it to go, but it's fine. Let me just grab that piece. Where's the point? Where's the point? There it is. Alright, there we go. That one's down. Alright, I lost a spot. Not good, not good. Alright, we gotta hit this thing with the Extella maneuver. They're a pain in the ass. There we go. Okay, they're both down. Excellent. Nero, we're fine. Believe me, we are fine. I'm gonna have to deal with Gil really soon. I should probably go and deal with him now, but I'm too locked in. Oh yeah, Liz is a general, I forgot, for them. It's okay, I'll take care of this quick. Where's the other one? Oh, right there, perfect. Easy one to deal with. Alright, that one's down. Alright, let's go and take care of Gilgamesh. He's just gonna make things so much... I went the wrong way. There we go. Alright. Gil time. Forget on King of Heroes. There's also a piece of this here. I'm super moding for Gil. Oh, of course, Ku was fighting Gil. Alright, Gil's fucking off. Good. Just what I need. Okay. We got a lot of invasions happening right now. So I'll try to take care of this one because I'm right here. I'm really strong enough to wipe out these aggressors pretty quick now. There we go. Alright, that one's down. Shit, where am I? Where is it? Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, all but one thing is down, which is probably gonna be the plant. Yep. There we go. Plant down. I'm really upset Liz is actually getting a lot of ground against me now. I'm going as fast as I can here, Nero. Okay, that one's down. Okay. Okay, going. There's it. Oh, it's fucking Gil again. Of course it's Gil again. It's okay, we got this. We got this. I'll take him down. Yeah, fuck your super armor if I'm super powered. Alright, Gil's getting the hell away from me now. Thank you. Goodbye, Gil. Alright, we're actually solid now. We won. We won the map. Yeah, we completed the Matrix. See if I can do this before the debuff stuff happens. No need to worry about a sector trap if I kill the aggressor fast enough. There, aggressor dead. Alright. Oh, great, it's Liz. Alright, yeah, I'm taking them all out before I go after fucking, before we go after Altera. There we go. Just hit her with this. Just gonna hit her with it. Make it easy. Might actually take out the other aggressor that's there too. Yeah, took out the aggressor. She'll be at least damaged a lot. Alright, Liz is down. She ran away. And she left this fucking thing in the way. Alright, so I have to kill this thing with aerial attacks. Alright, that's fine. Okay. Okay, now there's Jean. I take her down, that's another big heavy hitter on this map out of here. And then it's just everything else, it's easy. Oh, because I went to the portal in the area.
しの？その前に少しだけ奏者と話しておきたいと思ったのだ。構わぬか？
Oh, what's up there, Nero? The portal's already open. Once we head in, it won't be long until we arrive at the confrontation with Altera. Honestly, I wanted to stop and talk first too, so I appreciate her asking. I don't think I'll get another chance like this if we don't do it here.
レガリアの機能で結界を張った。いささかではあるが、休息にもなろう。さて、話というのは他でもない。アルテラメを救う具体的な手段についてだ。
That's a good question. We never actually figured out how we're gonna save them. How are we gonna save Altera? We never decided. Sorry, I'm just always kind of keeping an eye on things.
対優勢の手段と言い換えてもよい。何にせよ、ただ戦うばかりでは拉致が開かぬだろう。あれだけの強者を前にしてまさか救う手段とはな。
It may seem like we've only started thinking about how we're going to do this now that we're headed into the enemy territory, but that's not entirely true. We've thought about this over and over, in my room and at our home base. We just haven't come up with an answer yet. For that matter, it doesn't really matter where we think about it. We can make just about any phenomena possible within the bounds of Seraph, using the Regalia, the royal authority of the Moon Cell. And now that I think about it, we've been traveling around Seraph all this time with a literal holy grail right in our pocket.
あれやこれやと考えてはみたが、未だ結論は出ていない。しかし、さすがにな。決戦の直前ともなれば、全体方針の一つも決めておかねばなるまい。
It's just as Saber says. Right now, we're still stumped. We filled our allies in on the situation, and we trusted their opinions. All the servants did their best to think of a plan, but none of them were able to come up with anything solid.
光の巫女はそう。やれる相手ならさっくりやっちまえばいいとか言うばかり。魔剣士殿も似たようなものだ。
We've been through this. We know this.
ガウェイン卿もアーチャーも難しい顔になるばかりで妙案はなし。キャスターめの配下どもにしてもそうだ。戦力としては頼もしいが、このような話にはとんと向かぬ。それこそ本来であればムーンセルのシステム技師なりが答えを導くのであろうが。
The engineer of the Moon Cell automaton system maintenance process that happens every 10,000 or some odd years. That was the title Archimedes introduced himself with. Truthfully, he did fulfill that role, and he had the skills to support it. Normally, Archimedes would be the person we'd go to for this sort of thing. But that'll never happen. That hero is a man who abused the trust of the Moon Cell, sided with the Umbral Star, and ultimately betrayed all of humanity. Yeah, fuck Archimedes.
まず、レガリアという力はある。やはり問題はその効果的な使い方であろう。万能の願望機の携帯装置か。しかし、一体何を願えばよいものか。
Let's blow up the Zero Dark! What if we ask for the Mythology Mystic? What the hell's a Mythology Mystic code? That's probably a Fate Extra thing. Let's go, we can use it to talk to Altera directly.
なるほど。ムーンセルの力で無理やりこじ開けるか。世も何度かそれは考えたが。
But what, Nero? Excuse me. Drawing upon the full extent of the Mooncell's resources to force Altera into negotiating. It's an extremely simple measure, but we would at least be able to count on the brute strength of such an approach. However...
ムーンセルの機能すべてを費やせば、そうおよそ不可能などないのかもしれぬ。セラフさえ申請させるのだから。だが奏者よ、優勢に抗いアルテラを救うためにムーンセルの全力を用いるとして、ジャミングはどうする？
Yeah, if we use up all the Mooncell's power, it turns off the jammer. The jammer turns off, the Umbral Star shows up, rendering anything we do here completely, null and void.
飛来する優勢の観測に対して、星と月を銀河ごと覆う何らかの妨害をムーンセルは行っているのではなかったか？
That's right. The Mooncell is sending a powerful jamming signal across the entirety of the Milky Way galaxy, preventing the Umbral Star from coming directly to us. That's why the only foe we have to deal with is the fragment of the Umbral Star that was injected into the moon the last time around. If we pour the entirety of the Mooncell's resources into Altera, the jamming signal protecting the galaxy will cease to function. And there's no sense in letting that happen. If the Umbral Star itself reaches the Earth, there won't be anywhere left for Altera to live.
であろう？どうしたものか。もう答えは喉元まで出ているとは感じるのだぞ。予感ではない。むしろ確信だ。だからこそここまで迷わず進んできた。あと一歩の何かなのだ。世と奏者であれば叶うであろう。あと一歩がなかなか踏み出せぬな。目の前にはあやつへと届くポータル。こちらの手には3分の2のレガリア。宴の準備は整っているも同然なのだが。
To break her chains, to change her fate. There has to be a way. I understand Saber's frustrations. I feel especially useless because we have the regalia with all of its functions at our disposal, and yet we can't see a way out of this situation. Yeah, kind of boned. Y'all are kind of boned right now. But we won't give up, no matter what. And we will never despair. Every part of me is sure of that. Mind and soul. Even the body, I know it. The three of us all agree. It's not impossible. We can save Altera. No. This time, we will save Altera.
そなたの思いは言わずとも伝わるぞ、奏者よ。結論はまだ出ずともよい。いずれにせよ、まずはアルテラとの決戦だ。
Yeah, we kinda gotta fight her first.
元より殺しはせぬ。というか、こちらが殺さねかねぬ戦いだが。いや、世は何者にも負けたりはしないがな。しないがな。そうとも、そなたがいるのだ。神々さえ殺す破壊者であろうとも、奏者が共にある以上、恐れることはない。まずはあやつと戦い、勝利を収めねばな。その後、アルテラ目を交えて答えを導くのもよい。ちと悠長な手だが確実でもある。アルテラにしか知らぬ事実もあるだろうし。そう、せいてはことを仕損じるだ。
Haste makes waste, guys.
剣を奪えばいいのよ。
Oh no. You should take her sword?
簡単よ、そんなの。軍神の剣は今のアルテラにとっての力の源だもの。
Why are you telling us this, Liz?
にしてもセイバー、 器用に結界を張ったものね。これならあいつも少しはごまかせそうよ。
But it didn't stop you. Corroded Elizabeth Bathory. Could she have slipped past the Regalia's barrier so easily? Regardless of how she managed it, she doesn't seem to have broken a sweat. She's positively brimming with confidence.
いい反応ね。たぎるわ。楽屋でうっかりトップアイドルにぶつかって、私明日にはセラフワンに浮かぶんだわって怯える新人アイドルみたいな顔。違うわね。微妙に違うわね。どっちかっていうとドッキリ系の顔よね。まあいいわ。とにかく留飲は下がったし、前回のダメージは忘れてあげる。どう？元気してた？小豚。
She's not attacking us? Her words are sharp, but she seems to have come in peace. Shocking. I know. She's always been rather temperamental, so it's not beyond the realm of possibility that she might join us. But even if she did, she'd probably... Scratch that. Definitely be watching for the first sign of the tide turning. In a twisted sense, we can completely trust her. No matter how powerful she becomes, no matter how cruel the expression on her face, Elizabeth is Elizabeth. She's a cruel and reckless creature, but similar to Saber, there's a part of her that sticks to her own rules for what she considers beautiful. Her own rules. No one else's. It's a problem. God. Yeah, Liz is a problem.
いいわ。正解よ。そこでじっとしてなさいな。下手に動いたり、ちょっかいかけたら殺すから。アルテラをどうにかしたいんでしょ？それなら、ええ。やっぱり剣を奪うしかないわ。
Why do we gotta steal the sword?
もう見たことはあるんでしょ？あいつの宝具、軍神の剣。切り裂くもの、戦うという行為の具現。遥かな過去には未だそれは人々の手にはなく、神々の古う概念に過ぎなかった。原初の神々のうちの一柱、古き軍神が手にしていた力、後にアレス、マルスとして定義された戦闘神の剣。
Yep, she literally took Ares' sword.
マルス？待って、それはローマの神々の一柱ではないか？古くはギリシャの神々に由来するのは世も知ってはいるが、どういうことだ、エリザベートよ。
And thanks to Fate Go, we found out the gods were actually like basically alien super machines that after facing with Altera lost those robot bodies. Because she wiped them out, but they still have their spirit.
これだけ言えば普通はピンとこないかしら。まあいいわ。だから簡単なんだってば。
I guess get the sword so we can get even more power to potentially save her, because now we'll be tapping into the god of war. We're getting power from Kratos.
14000年前の戦いはもう知ってるわよね。最初の優勢到来、星の生命と文明が全て滅ぶはずだった大根絶。その時の大事なものなわけよ。最初にして最後の最大の強敵であった軍神を打ち倒し、あいつが手にしたそれは。
I don't know if I can keep up with all this information she's throwing at us. So what she's trying to tell us is... Altera's sword was plundered from the ancient gods?
はい、大正解。とっておきの100点満点をあげるわ、小豚。ま、私の知ったことじゃないけど、何か思うところがあったんじゃないのかしら。剣一本、ただの道具でしょうに。神の武器とな、そんなものを振るっていたのか。アルテラは。
And because it's a weapon of the gods, it's old as shit, meaning just by it being fucking old as balls, it's incredibly powerful. It is more or less a fragment of a divine being.
そのものじゃないでしょうけどね。もうとっくにあれはあいつの一部になってる。というより核ね。あいつの触った武器は何であろうとあれになる。錆びた鉄の棒でさえたちまち軍神の剣になる。大事な大事な戦利品は時を経てアルテラのアイデンティティになった。
So take the sword away, you take away her identity.
優勢の先兵であるセファールではなく、あの形で存在する現在のアルテラの核のようなもの。
Okay.
古き神の剣、要は心臓兵装のプロトタイプ。
Divine constructs are already fucking, insane. This is a prototype, so, and again, like I've said before in Fate, if something is older in a prototype, it is vastly more power than anything derived from it. Older always wins.
そんなものを触媒にすれば、レガリアは一体何をしてくれるかしらね。
So you use an old as balls fragment of a literal god. Combine it with the regalia, which is also already old and has a crap ton of power, because it's the moon, the supercomputer on the moon. And you could literally make a miracle happen. A Holy Grail can already make a miracle happen. Now you could get like a double miracle.
消えたか。愛も変わらずマイペースな好敵手よな。しかし奏者、わざわざあれは虚言を述べに来たと思うか。世にはそうは思えぬ。どうにもいたずらじみた言動ではあったが、ま、それはいつものことだしな。軍神の剣、一向に値するやもしれない。
The theory itself makes sense. I can't say I'm not a bit overwhelmed by the enormous scale of what we're talking about, and I'm still having trouble wrapping my head around everything. If I heard this story out of the blue, I never would have believed it. But both Saber and I touched that record. We both saw the White Titan's battle with our own eyes. Before it was engulfed in that light, before it fell to the ground, the White Titan had a sword in its hand. If Elizabeth is right about that sword, then there might be a way to unbind her with the power we have. No, we better not try it without the entire regalia. At the very least, it sounds like a better plan than trying to directly negotiate with her, or relying on the mythology mystic code. What the hell is the mythology mystic code? Hold on. What the hell is the mythology mystic code? Oh! It is a mystic code that gives a servant the power of the origin of human civilization. Huh. Essentially gives them authority on the same rank as an Earth Mother Goddess. And it allows them to nullify certain abilities. It allowed them... Oh, good lord. Okay. Okay, so yeah, broken as shit. Interesting. Yeah, so that's a fucking, what's it called? Yeah, that's a Fate extra thing. Okay.
なるほど。あるいはあり得るのかもしれぬ。しかし、マルスなのか？せめてミューズ。いや、あるいは
Nero.
迷うのはやめだ。どうあれ、まずはアルテラと相対し、その後に確たる剣を得る。待っていろ、アルテラ。今、世と奏者が貴様のもとに行くぞ。
Okay.
いかん、離れ性は捨ておけぬ。早く助けに行かねば。ここはもう大丈夫であろう。
Ah.
先を急ぐとしよう。
Oh, nice. I got fucking the whole thing just as I was activating it. That's perfect. Now I'll probably take down Jean. I hope.
何度でも言うぞ。世は奏者が大好きだ。あなたが
Or
ローマの第五
not.
の皇帝。
I mean, she got hurt by a lot.
肩書きはよい。今は互いに一人にそうし、女として貴様と競い合いたくない。あくまで抵抗するのですね。では
Oh, she's going super.
抵抗するのですね。ではここからは本気を出しましょう。主よ、我が旗に力を。
大した活躍だ。敵には同情を禁じ得ないね。
Alright, there we go. Jean down. That's gonna make this a lot easier. Alright, that guy's down now. Perfect. Even better. Alright. Let's claim my shit back.
たわいもない。奏者よ、このエリアをそんな
I let him run roughshod over this too long.
セラマントを撃破した。このまま攻めの手を緩め
愛の力思い知ったか。グラントなんだよ。まずはあれを叩き落とそう。
Alright, there we go. That one's down. Sounds like there's a big one here. That's fine. Okay, so this guy I gotta just jump in the air to a hit. No ground attacks against this guy. Alright, that one's down. Alright. One more developed a plant, so we gotta take that down ASAP. And then it's just 2 areas left to go. The plant's gonna die to this. 100%. Yep. Excellent. Yeah, I got no way to defend against that sector trap, so I just gotta kind of take the damage. That's fine. Actually, wasn't that bad. Could have been a lot worse. There we go. Alright, that one's cleared. Next up is you, because you developed a plant. So of course you did. Just get as much of this thing damaged as I can. Then we just got one more to go. And then we'll go through the portal, fight Altera, and, you know, do all that. down. Die, motherfucker. Die, motherfucker. Good, you're dead. I will head to the portal when I'm damn well ready. Just healing myself because I really need it. How much of that? Oh my god! Just the ending of that combo nearly took it out from full health. There we go. I'll take that. Any more of those? Nope. Alright, we gotta hurry to that last one because it wants to send out a freaking invasion too. And I don't need that right now. Always the fucking plants. Always the plants. Alright. That'll take out most of the aggressors and more than likely, this bad boy. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, the plant didn't go down, but it'll die shortly. There, now it's dead. Not just kill enough to make the next ones appear. Alright, where are they at? Right there. Alright, that one's down. Alright, that one's down. There, yeah. Fill it up. That's it. Alright, this is the last one. There we go. Alright, cool. All cleared. Let's make Nero disappear briefly. Okay, the other piece isn't here yet, so it's gonna be in the fight with Altera. Alright, cool. We're good to go. Alright. Let's do this. To Altera! Damn right we did. Should be easy. The maiden in white stands before us. We finally come this far. The wish of my past self resonates in me more strongly than ever. She stands by her role as she prepares to take a stand against Saber. The body's wish was to tear her away from that role, to stop the Umbral Star and to write her a new ending. Now, both Saber and I share that same wish. We'll make it come true here and now.
私を止めたいのであれば逃げながら戦うほかないだというのにお前はこうして私の前に立つ力の差を理解しながらもお前は剣を私に向けてくる滅びを回避するために戦いながら滅びそのものを否定しないいやそ その価値を認めているのか。お前は不思議だ、シンクのセイバー。お前は何だ。
要はだ。人として生きた時
I'm
も
myself.
英霊として刻まれサーバントとなった今も
Of course, yeah, I'm just me.
人は誰しも自分を語る術は持たぬ。だがそれでも今はあえて語るとしよう。目の前に立つ素晴らしい敵のために。世は傲慢にして強欲、平穏より繁栄を、永続より栄華を求める悪しき獣。舞い散る花に焦がれ、燃え盛る炎に焦がれ、滅び去った夜空の星の光に見とれるもの。それがよ、暴君と呼ばれながらも己が生き方を変えなかった暴君ネロ・クラウディウスである。この世に永遠などありはしないが、永遠を一つ語れというのなら、世はこの魂の形を上げよう。悪しき優勢が全てを終わらせようとも、世のあり方を変えることはできぬと知れ。
永遠
Alright.
決して変わらないものか。そんなものはこの宇宙にありはしない。おとなしく受け入れろ。全ては無駄、無意。お前たちの存在にも行為にも意味はない。抗わずにいれば、私は速やかにお前たちを破壊しよう。
Go ahead, give it a try.
もっとも我がマスターの3分の2をこちらへ引き渡した後でだが。
No, I don't think we're gonna do that. I don't see my body, but I do feel a presence from within Altera's sparkling ring. And I guess we know where it is at least.
いや届かぬぞアルテラ。
何。
その言葉どれも醜すぎて話にならん。そもそもそれは優勢の言い分であって貴様の言葉ではなかろう。よって聞くに値せぬ。世が嫌でたまらぬのは滅びではない。醜いものこそ嫌うのだ。
There could be beauty in destruction, but there's no beauty in the Umbral Star.
それがお前の基準というわけか。今までにない種類の英霊だ。少し面白い。
はあ、面白いときたか。淡白のように見えてやはり胸に秘するものがあるようだなアルテラよ。世の言葉にわずかなりとも興味を抱くなら、やはり対話の余地があろう。
人か。
Okay.
お前は私を人と呼ぶのだな。敵を追い詰め蹂躙するだけのこの私を、破壊の化身である私を、いつかそれほど昔のことでもない以前、夢を見たことがある。陶器草原の日々の夢を。
Her time as Attila. That was something we saw in the records. Her memories from many centuries ago, when the life form created from the remains of the White Titans spent her time as a human. The days she spent running through the grasslands as Altera, as Attila the Hun. The dream she dreamed while she was awake, the dream that played in front of her eyes as she spent those years unsleeping in the Zero Dark. The memories of the grasslands. I knew when the record first reached us. It must have been the same for Saber. Even though it wasn't part of the recorded image I saw in my dream the other day, I knew.
あの時私は人だった。だが違う。私はやはり怪物なのだ。草原のアルテラは歌方の夢に過ぎない。どこまでも私は怪物だ。お前たちの敵であり続ける。私は怪物でいい。 我がマスターはあるがままの私を受け入れた。だから人と怪物、星と優勢私とお前ではどこまでも平行線なのだろう。
そうか、貴様はそう思うのだな。本当にそう思うのか。どうにもならぬのか。まだ世も貴様も全ての可能性に立ち向かってはいないというのに。いきなりか。
Trying for a sneak attack. We aren't gonna be able to keep talking like this. Looks like we can't avoid this fight.
何をするにしてもまずはこの分からず屋を剣で任してからの話だな。
Alright. Fighting Altera.
決着をつけよう。
本当に戦うしかないのか、アルテラよ。この運命、本当に戦うしかないのか、アルテラよ。
Just gotta go hardcore with the super mode. Right away, right off the bat. Okay, you're going your super mode. Not that it's gonna help you. Oh, nice try trying to do a Noble Phantasm. My turn. I've ended this. I've beaten Altera quick. Fucking launched that at the right time. Easy. Altera beaten. Hell yeah. Alright, cool. Well, I got some of those done at least, so... Not a complete loss.
まだこれだけの力を。
We kicked her ass easily! Oh, okay, she's doing with her Noble Phantasm.だから滅びるしかないというのか。壊すだけの手では何もつかめないというのか。怒り心頭にも程がある。それこそが貴様の唯一にして最大の欠点だ。目に見えるものが全てと思い、目に見えぬものを怖がっている。自分はこの世界には不要なものだと。それは世とて同じだ。所詮は小さき人の身であれば、見えるものなど世界のわずかなかけらに過ぎぬ。罪も犯す、過ちも、そしていつしか償いを果たす時が来よう。だが貴様はまだだ、アルテラ。命を知らぬ貴様はまだ世界に生まれ落ちてもいない。 No! Damn!
そんな未熟者に負けるわけにはいかぬ。かつて全てを諦め自らを閉ざした愚か者の先達としてな。貴様に見せるは喝采の花。観念して味わうがよい。これが人の欲望、人の営みというものだ。
Into the Golden Theater, right? Yep, back into the Golden Theater. The maiden in white is howling. The sound she makes is not one of fear. She's not trembling before an enemy she must defeat. She's in Saber's theater, where gold enshrouds everything the eye can see. She's fascinated, enraptured. Both by the Estes Domus Aurea. I have no idea how to properly say that. It's fucking Roman, guys. And by the girl who hides this golden theater within her heart. Saber's... I'm just gonna call it the theater. Saber's theater isn't just beautiful. It's the culmination of her life as a servant. The Emperor may have lived a flamboyant life, but was betrayed by everyone she knew and died a lonely death after all was said and done. And even despite that, she raises her head proudly as she sings. She proves that her life was wonderful, including the glory and decay, the betrayal and destruction. Her song describes a life lived in beauty. The contents of Saber's heart rain down upon Altera. She understands the strength of Saber's noble phantasm. That it's more than a beautiful spectacle. That every atom of its existence is saturated with love and applause for all who live in the moment. That is possible for us to understand that it is possible for us to understand one another. That even if she is a monster, it's worth taking her hand. Well, we made Altera give up by showing her beauty.
Yuruse, Altera. 最後は少々卑怯な手に頼ってしまった。月の王権の全力をもってすれば、光の柱を耐えることもできようが、さすがにレガリアが壊れかねぬ。
Oh.
それでは本末転倒だ。故に、絡め手を使わせてもらった。
Yes, it was a method Saber wouldn't normally have at her disposal. The one who was swallowed up by the Pillar of Light wasn't Saber herself, but a fake cyber frame that was identical to her, down to the last detail. It was bait, made with the Regalia's functions and a majority of Castor's mana. In short, it was a sneak attack using a body double. Castor was the one who provided the decoy. She is undoubtedly the only one who could make a cyber frame convincing enough to fool Altera, especially during the heat of battle. All we had to do was wait for the right moment and switch it out with the real Saber. Saber succeeded in catching Altera off guard using the presence concealment skill temporarily bestowed upon her by the function of the Regalia.
奏者よ、負担をかけたな。疑似電脳体だったか。あれの操作は実に見事であった。
何をしているのだ。お前たち、私には まだ戦う力がある。お前たちを破壊できるのに剣をなぜ捨てる？
Because we're not here to kill you.
そんなもの決まっておろうが。本当のところ貴様はどうしたいのだ？何を恐れて何が欲しいのだ？
Saber's laying both her sword and her life on the line. We didn't plan this part beforehand, but I'm not surprised by her actions. It's just like Saber to do something like this. That's why I'm standing here as well. If Altera intended to continue fighting, she could defeat Saber without breaking much of a sweat. I'm not about to let her die alone. And I want to ask her too. I want to ask the Maiden in White why she's given up on everything.
貴様には求めるものがあるのだ。故に世の言葉を無視できない。故に今もマルスの剣で世を切り捨てぬ。答えよ。貴様は何を求め、同時に何を諦めたのか。
Saber's asking her what is precious to her, what she fears, and what she wants.
伝えてほしい。でなければ世にも奏者にもわからない。貴様は人ではないのかもしれぬ。言う通りの怪物なのかもしれぬ。しかし人の言葉を介して語り合えているならば、やはり貴様は私と同じものなのだ。アルテラ、世には人の形をした怪物もある。怪物のままの怪物もだ。だが貴様は違うであろう。
なぜそこまで私のことを。なんだ、私はお前たちを知らない。お前たちだって私を知るまい。なのにどうして私に語りかけ続ける？
そこがちと違うのだ。世は見た。貴様と彼方の奏者との出会いと別れを。ようやくこれを話せるか。少し長いぞ。
Sorry. Yeah, always gotta answer stuff. Y'all know how it is. Saber begins to talk about the record that came from a parallel world. About the body of Baron Bananas. The record contained images and sounds that may not match up perfectly with what we find here. The Altera and her prisoner of our world. There are plenty of differences, even in the short span of which we've sent of what we've seen from ourselves. Good lord. Learn to speak. However, they're still fundamentally the same beings, so...
見せられたのだ。ああ、見せられたとも。たっぷり1ヶ月分な。データゆえ、時間にすれば2秒もないが。あれは、正真正銘の人生の記録だった。貴様と分割された肉体のみの奏者の温かな日々だったのだ。ならば世も感情移入ぐらいする。魂すべてを込められた最上の舞台を見て心を動かさぬ者がいるか。バカ者。
見ていた。
Yes. Yes, Altera, we saw you. Okay.
私と我がマスターを平行世界
Yes, yes, we're breaking through to you by telling you we saw who you are. We know who you are. What actual little bits of thoughts and dreams and wants you do have. Even if you claim otherwise, they're still yours.
旧世のことも遥かな過去のことも今のことも
And we still want to save you.
ならばお前たちは最初から私を知っていた
Yes, Altera. She just doesn't get it. She just straight up does not get it. It's both adorable, but also like kind of sad at the same time. That she just can't bring herself to believe it. One second, guys. One moment. Went to the wrong screen. Okay, sorry about that. Niece is over. She stubbed her toe and... You know, little kids and they hurt themselves. She's all good, though. She's all good.
私たち二人を私の諦めた私たちが行き着く先さえも
顔を上げよ。世は断じて貴様を支持する。なぜならば
So cold
彼方
now.
の世界にいて貴様が美しいと感じ、その別れを惜しんだ者はヤマ、心の底から美しいと感じたのだ。それはこなたの貴様も同じであろう。草原に生きた頃、肉体の奏者と寄り添った時間を貴様は愛おしんだ。そしてそれは彼方の奏者もまた同じだ。
And this is why Nira's my number one.
それを伝えたくて守りたくて、あの奏者はこの道を選んだ。存在すべてを費やしてこなたへと記録を届けた。それがすべてだ、アルテラよ。彼方の奏者はもういない。永遠に失われたが、その思いはこうして今も響いている。聞こえるはずだ。なぜなら同じ旋律がこの世界にあっても響いているのだから。
Now, if you also just give us that ring so we
そ
can
の指輪
put
の
ourselves
中
back
でも
together and, you know, become full again and get all the regalia powers, that'd be nice.
私
Do this before someone decides to come along and force you to become the White Titan.
優勢のしもべ先兵破壊の化身殺戮の機械、そんなものより今はマスターと共にいたい。
Aww.
今マスターを思うこの私と彼を失いたくない。この世界に私たちも生きて二人でいつかあの草原の風を感じて精一杯生きていつか人のように 命を終わりたい。
Well, Tara just wants a normal ending. She just wants to live as a person. Well, well. You finally said the words I was waiting to hear, Altera. You had me nervous about how this was going to turn out. But you know what to do. You know what you have to do now, right? The body looks a little embarrassed, but still extends his hand to Altera. The words that he said the other day come to mind. Nothing would change then. That alone isn't enough to write Altera a new ending. That's what they meant. That we couldn't change her ending if Altera didn't want to save herself, if she didn't want to try to fulfill her dreams.
確かに聞いた。貴様の思い、貴様の願い、すべてを知った。今こそ世はその願いを叶えたい。悪しき優勢を恐れる必要はない。世と奏者がレガリアをもって貴様を救おう。
Okay, how are we doing that? What is it?
アリ
She's trying to say thank you. Oh my god.
あり、どうしたのだ突然。昆虫型のエネミーなどこの辺りにおるまい。
アリが
アリが？もしや誰かの中？
God.
もしや優勢側の新たな
Nero.
裁判とか何かか？
She's embarrassed. Okay, I can almost buy that much of a misunderstanding, but come on, Saber. You know what she's trying to say.
なんだ奏者。こういう時にふざけるものではないよというような顔は、世は何も冗談などは。
ありがとう、セイバー。
There we go.
感謝を述べる。私たちのあり方を知ってそう言ってくれる者がいるのだと分かった。それだけでも十分なくらいだ。だからありがとう。
There you go.
かわいいではないか。ありがとうと言いたかったなどと。まさかそんなにも可愛げのある反応とは。奏者よ。世は生涯兄弟姉妹を求めたことはなかったが、妹というのも悪くないな。
Oh my god, she wants to adopt Altera as a little sister. Oh my god. Saber, I understand how you feel, but we have things we need to do first, right?
分かっているとも。有言実行こそが世であるからな。二言なく世は貴様たちを救いたい。そのためにはおそらくマルスの剣が必要となる。
Okay.
大切な宝具であろうが貸してくれるか。
Okay. Take the sword. Take the sword. Or Archimedes throws a hissy fit. Altera's sword comes out. With this, we can change everything. But just as that confidence begins to set in, I feel like I hear a voice. Thanks. I'll leave the rest up to you then. I can hardly believe what I'm hearing. Oh, the body. Is he finally breaking down? Was he just holding together long enough? Saber's surprise is understandable. I don't understand what's going on either. No. I get it. It makes complete sense. I reluctantly understand that there's no way this can end. No other way this can end. But was this really your decision, Baron Bananas?
待ってくれ、助けてほしい。セイバーのマスター、私のマスターを助けて。
They can't. It's impossible. Even by the standards of everything up until now. Come on now. We've bent the rules more than we should have been able to several times already. We can't have everything, right? Let's be reasonable. Wouldn't you say so, other me? You, of all people, have to know this is the natural conclusion here, right?
それはどういうことか。奏者。かの奏者は倒されたわけではない。こうして無傷だというのに、なぜ？
He's not supposed to last. He's just a body with nothing in it. Everything about him is temporary, and if he comes back to us, he's gone forever. It's time. Right about now is the time when Altera defeated Sepher in the other world. This is when I vowed to myself that I would save Altera. When I sent my record back in time, and as a result of that, the ending changed. We changed destiny. But in order for that to happen, one thing couldn't change at all. And that's the irrevocable truth that I'll disappear at this very moment. It's a fixed point in the timeline, no matter what kind of tricks I pull. If I don't disappear, it means I never sent the record. Or survived sending it, which isn't true. That would cause an error, so this is what happens instead. In other words, this is something we have to accept. I chose this fate when I sent the record. It was the only way. Even if I did survive somehow, I'd end up merging with the other me and lose who I am anyway. So, I'm glad I made it this far. Because even if it was only for a moment, I was able to show you, and not just tell you, but show you, that your humanity is real, Altera.
でも消えて
Oh.
かけていくやだでもなんでなぜなのかわからない知っていた自分が消えると知っていた知っていて私にあんなよくしてくれたのですか私を恨むことなくあんなに楽しく
That's right. On this day, at this moment, this version of Baron Bananas runs out of time. A willing sacrifice to change a loved one's fate. Only he knew that, and he kept it a secret. He yearned to spend those days again with Altera, and he chose to make the best of them, not for himself, but for her. In saving her, he got to live through his whole happy life with her all over again. Even if he was secretly terrified of the inevitable end, he went on to face it. You guys did great. You only had one chance at this. Sending off the record was a one-time deal, so we couldn't have blown it. But you did it. I wouldn't expect anything less from the real me. You are the victor of the Moon's Holy Grail War, after all. He smiles with such pride. In that smile, I see trust, admiration, and his best attempt to put up a brave front. His bravery in pushing aside his fear of disappearing and how much pain he was in. There's no way that I wouldn't understand him. Because he is, beyond a shadow of a doubt, Baron Bananas. Quantum time lock's about to kick in. When it does, this world will form a new trunk of the tree, so to speak. And that's because this world is the firmest, the strongest, the safest, the rifest with possibility. Altera's dream is mere hours from coming true. So, I'm okay with this ending. I've accomplished my life's purpose. Even if I was never really supposed to exist, I had a wonderful time. Oh, Altera. I did. I'm sorry for that. That was quite a lie, wasn't it? I hope you'll forgive me eventually. Altera, listen. I'm glad you've learned how to grieve. And I hate that I have to go. This is what it means to be human. Our lives are short, and we can't live forever. So, we have to think about what we want to do with the limited time we have. My dream is that one day you'll race through the grasslands again. And now we know that dream can come true. Even if you can't see me anymore, you'll continue on. And I will be with you. That's what it means to go on living. I think I understand that more now than ever. It's a wish that grows in every living body. Every living body, he says. The consciousness rests in the mind and the soul. The body only exists to produce those two, so there's no need for it to have its own awareness. It's not even supposed to. But, although I can't quite put it into words, that awareness exists with more presence than any other right now. Someday, we will all be gone. Someday, all of our lives will end. And so the body wished for that unavoidable end to mean something. Please make the best of the time I've left you, I hear. So that after I'm gone, you can someday find the place we both couldn't reach.
でもそれでも私はお前と
We really are running out of time. I'll give you the regalia, but don't even try to save me. Everything would be ruined if I merged into you. I know. Now that the mind and soul are united, my temporary spiritrons have stabilized, even without the body. It's probably even possible to make a new body and merge with that. It's just that there can't be two of the same existence. The complete barren bananas cannot be created until the man in front of us disappears from this world.
バカな、それでは意味がない。いや、頑張った甲斐がない。要は貴様のそなたの決意を知っている。最後の夢も知っている。そうじゃ、いや、そうじゃとは異なるものよ。そなたの願いがあまりにも眩しかったから、それを見てみたいと願った。なのにこれはない。こんな結末があってたまるか。そなたとアルテラトが二人で手を取り合う姿を
Oh, no one made
泣き
Nero
もきしな
cry.
がらも美しいと感じたのだ。
I would fall in love with you all over again. I don't have any memories of you, Saver, but I'm a little jealous of myself.
そうだな、その通りだ。私たちは二人ともこの英霊に言いまかされた。敵ながら本当に恐ろしいやつだ。待つがいい、マスター。言われっぱなしでは私も悔しい。最後にしっかりと文句を言わせてもらう。
You really want to go out on that note?
そうだと思う。こんな勝手なマスターに文句以外の何がある。だからはっきり言うぞ。言うぞ。楽しかった。
Aww.
誰かと共にある、誰かと寄り添うというのは実に良かった。他にも本当は言いたいことはたくさんあるが仕方ない。私は出会えたのがお前でよかった。続いていくことが生きることだとお前は言った。それが生命の真理だと。それを私も習おう。たとえ私が私を忘れたとしても、私はお前をずっと忘れない。
It's sad. It is sad. I mean, we accomplished our goal, but at the same time, we didn't really complete our goal. But we're okay with that, I guess. We're fine with that. We just gotta accept it. Two second quick.
肉体が崩壊しても、この夢が途中で尽きる時が来ても、お前というマスターに感謝をし続ける。ありがとう。さようならマスター。
Yes. Thank you, Altera. Well then, time to finish saving you. Alright, he's gone.
ありがとう。あ、言い慣れないはずなのに私は礼を言ってばかりだ。悪くないな。誰かに感謝を言えるというのは悪くない。誰かに見守られながら消えるのも。
アルテラ、なぜだ。貴様も消えるというのか。
ああ、マスターがいなくなったことで、このアバターは保てなくなったからな。
Right.
この夢はここで終わりだ。
それでは結局世と奏者は貴様を。
You fought for nothing.
いや、それは違う。お前たちは私たちを救ってくれた。この記憶とともに、自らの手と足であの石室から出るために。その前にお前たちに告げておきたいんだ。ありがとう。なあ、私はうまく礼を言えているか。
Yeah, you said it right.
アルテラ、ダメだ。まだ消えるでない。ヨガ許さぬ。許さぬぞ。
It's okay, Nero.
お前たちのおかげなのだろうな。もう以前ほど怖いとは感じていない。こうして崩れ去ろうという瞬間にもお前たちがいてくれる。私は幸運にも一人きりではないのだ。それに私は味わった。セイバー、お前が私を救うと言ってくれた時、私は初めての体験をした。感じ続けた恐怖を、焦燥を。あの瞬間、私はほんの一時だけ忘れられた。あれを指して人は呼ぶのだろうな。希望と。
マルスの
There's your sword.
剣。
There's the sword. Just take it now.
そう、軍神の剣。私の力であったものです。いいえ、私であったヨスが。
Her speaking style has changed, and not just to the past tense. I think she's putting more than her warrior self behind her. She's also moving on from all the ages she spent resigned to captivity.
これを使ってくれ。未明領域に存在する優勢のかけら、そのコアを破壊するために必要となるだろう。
We'll need it. Will we really?
統合されたレガリアの王権だけでは優勢のかけらは砕けない。だが軍神と優勢の力を併せ持つ剣ならば、きっとセラフに残る優勢の勢力を一掃できる。かりそめの英霊であったこの私の本体私も目を覚ませば力を貸す。だから安心してくれ。私に勝ったお前たちならば、ああ、お前たちは、生命はお前たちは続いてくれ。
違うぞ。それではダメなのだ。生命も文明も 終わらせはせぬ。続いてゆく。悪しき優勢は確かに倒そう。だがそこには貴様がいないではないか。世と剣を交わした貴様だ。
Can't have everything, Nero.
以前ほどには怖くないだと。ならば貴様は今なおも怖いままなのだ。人は諦めぬ。きっと肉体の奏者のこともどうにかしてみせる。そうだ、貴様のこと今日は。
夢が、この儚くも愛おしい夢は覚めてしまう。
Hi, Altera. The white flower disappears. Her temporary cyber frame crumbles away, returning to the Titan. The scarlet flame, the hand of the Emperor of Roses, cannot reach her. I couldn't hear most of her final words. But even so, I know what she said. 'Cause it comes so close to what I heard in the record. It was a wonderful dream. Yeah, this just goes right into it, so I had to do it this way, unfortunately. So yeah, longer stream. I have no choice. Technically I do, but it should be quick-ish. Fuck you, Archimedes.
見ていて胸がすくとはまさにこのことだ。
Fuck you, Archimedes, you piece of shit.
胸がすく。胸がすくと言ったか、アルキメデス。一人の英霊の終わりを見て清々したと。
It's one way to piss off Nero.
言ったとも。ここまで理想通りに計画を進められたのは初めてだからな。そして同時に決着でもある。
The hell do you mean gone off without a hitch?
前回の世界の功績か。レガリアはついに統合され、英霊の真似事をして動き回るアルテラも消えた。
Did you fucking play us?
ごきげんよう、皇帝陛下。そしてムーンセルに選ばれたマスターよ。
There's no way I could have forgotten your voice, let alone the sight of you. I knew we should have taken you out the moment we first met you. From the timing of your appearance and the way you're talking, I can only assume you were watching us, weren't you, Archimedes? You were here all along, watching, weren't you? The fight between Saber and Altera. The words that Saber spoke, the man who entrusted his hopes and dreams to the past. No. To himself in the future. The tears of the White Maiden, Altera, as she disappeared. The man watched it all, while laughing in the shadows. Motherfucker. Comedy, huh? Comedy.
私はこう見えても芸術にも理解のある数学者だ。だからこそ高らかに論じよう。
No, I'm gonna cast kill on you.
まさに最高の喜劇だったと。あれを救う、願い、希望、破壊のみで構成された戦兵に悲哀を求めるとは。ありがとう、諸君。おかげで私もコメディの真髄に触れた思いだ。笑いとは理解及ばない愚行から生まれるものだとね。
貴様。
だが残念だ。それほどの名演も無意に終わった。だからこそ私は問いたい。
What do you want?
貴様は言ったな。今度こそアルテラを救うと、私の企みを阻止すると。大爆笑だ。思考が冴える。大口を叩いておいて結果はこれだ。何が変わった？何か変わったかね？破滅の結末は何一つ変わっていないというのに。
We reached an understanding with Altera.
ああ、そこは認めよう。 全く大したものだ。ギリシャ悲劇さえここまでではあるまい。デウス・エクス・マキナは確かにいた。だがそれが災いしたのだよ。なんとも皮肉な話だがね。
Why? We got everything we need. We got a full regalia. We got a sword powered by the gods. What do you got?
アルテラと対話し、軍神の剣を譲られ、石室に眠るセファール。先兵の本体とも協力し合える結果になったと。バカめ。本体などとっくに処理済みだ。すべては貴様たちのおかげだよ。
Can I just beat your shit in now? You taking care of her? Did you do something to Altera sleeping in the cavern?
ああ、セファールはむしろ邪魔者だった。あれがある限り、星船は私の制御下に置かれないのでな。だが私一人ではセファールを処理できない。奴が自閉モードに入り唯一の意識であるアバターが隙を見せない限りは。わかるかね？その隙を作ったのは貴様たちだ。喜べ。まさに貴様たちこそがセファールを倒す最後の要因になったのだ。
He fucking played us. Archimedes' laughter resounds all around us. The sight of him is more evil, more hideous, and more impassioned than any heroic spirit I've ever seen. I don't quite understand myself why that description comes to mind. But in his roaring laughter, there is something I can't simply dismiss as madness.
もうよい。黙れ。もはや貴様には一辺の温情も一辺の理解もないと知れ。アルキメデス。貴様が中されるのは不敬のためではないぞ。世は許さぬ。ああ、許さぬ。笑ったな。貴様は奏者の決意を、アルテラの涙を愚弄した。
You're gonna die.
その罪、その後、世の寛大をもってしても許されぬと知れ。
もう喜劇は十分だ。これ以上となればいささかくどいぞ。無能の皇帝。よもやここで私を倒せるとでも？
Oh, I can beat you very fucking easily.
無論、貴様を討ち、優勢のかけらもいずれ破壊してくれる。
いずれか。態度の割には謙虚じゃないか。なに、遠慮する必要はない。今ここで私が終わらせてやろう。そら、お望みの者が来るぞ。
He's going down.
言っただろう、破滅の結末は変わらないと。貴様たちの活躍によって優勢のかけら星船は私の制御下に入った。
So, we take you out, and there's nothing controlling it. We can easily corral it and hopefully destroy it. That's what you're saying.
あらゆる文明を終焉させるハーベスター、ボイドセル集合体、ベルバーだ。
A single foreign body appears like a jewel in the starry sky. The aberration makes a strange noise, scraping away at the atmosphere with unnatural thunder. I see a vast shadow. My blood runs cold just from looking at it. For a moment, I'm deluded into thinking that the falling shape looks like a teardrop. It's falling. From the vacuum of space to the inner atmosphere, it's falling. It's unmistakable. This is the root of everything. The vile star from outer space, the fragment of the Umbral star, Velber.
すでに動かしていたのか、貴様。
そうとも。かつてこの月に落ちた優勢のかけら、未明領域が封じていた槍の穂先だ。セファールによる文明破壊に頼るまでもない。この圧倒的な量子質量をもってことをなす。星船はセラフの7層すべてを打ち破り、ムーンセル中枢に侵食し同化する。それで終わりだ。所詮レガリアの統合など妥協案に過ぎん。より直接的かつ効率的な手段が今まさに14000年前の栄光を再現するのだからな。
The merged regalia is screaming. Without voice, with a rush of information, it's warning me about the imminent emergency. Impending danger. Damage expected. Certain death. Even Archimedes screams with the certainty of his victory. If the Ark of the Stars crashes into the surface of the moon at that speed, that angle, the moon's cell will be completely corrupted within 2,800 seconds. And that's the time frame during which the quantum time lock would happen. All the functions in the moon cell would be overwritten, and that truth would be set as the basis for all other worlds to come. And what would happen then? The jamming signal would disappear, and the main body of the Umbral star would find the moon. After its interminable journey, the Umbral star is ready to finish it all. The moon, Earth, and everything in between. You got it.
星船のコントロールはアルキメデスが握っている。であれば、奴を倒せば多少の軌道は変更できよう。続いてくれと、壊れるなと。アルテラメは世へと言ったのだ。一度ならず二度までも。このネロ・クラウディウスは約定を違えぬ。ここで我らの花は散らぬ。ここで我らの炎は消えぬ。希代の天才アルキメデスよ。貴様の企みはここで世と奏者が切り伏せる。
それこそ望むところ。人間の営みは私が否定する。たかが英霊、蓄積された人間の記録ごときがベルバーを前にどこまでやれるものか私に見せろ。そして星々に愚かさを証明するがいい。この星の地生態は14000年前から何も成長しませんでしたとな。
そこまで人を否
You're
定
gonna get a
す
sword
る
to the throat, buddy.
我が魂こそは原初の炎。熱く盛る栄が繁栄を誘うバラ。人の有する無限の才と果てなき情熱。その具現こそ英霊としての世であると知れ。滅ぶのは貴様だ、アルキメデス。
Let's fucking go! Oh, of course my battery's low. Good thing I have the other controller. That'll take over. You're already halfway dead, dude. Just wait for him to combo out. Alright, you go in super mode. Oh, you blocked it. Got him. There we go. Hit him with a full-powered Extella maneuver. Sure, he's got super mode and stuff and a higher defense, but we'll do whatever damage we can get on him. Yeah, he didn't die, but he's close. Got him. Fucked Archimedes. If I could teabag you, I would. Nice. We're almost done. We still got a little more to go. Yeah, put him into the wall.
ここまでの力か。なんだというのだ、ネロ・クラウディウス。お前たちはなんだ、統合された月の王権、それだけでここまでの力を持つものか。私は全ての解を持っている。貴様たちの魔力量も霊気も把握している。完璧だ、完全だ。我が縁は崩れていない。正確に精密に貴様らを消すに十分な出力を優勢から引き出し、我が抱負に込めたのだ。それを
Bruh, I didn't even let you use that.
学士よ、今の貴様にふさわしい言葉がある。机上の空論とな。
Armchair theorist.
言ったであろう。世の際は無限、情熱には果てがなく、どこまでも輝くと。これがたかが英霊の力である。命の螺旋と記憶の連綿、人理に選ばれたものを侮ったな、アルキメデス。
なあ、抑止力だとでも言うのか。いや、それはこの宇宙の話。優勢は星々の法則をさえ超える。貴様は未だ勝利などしていない。いい気になるなよ、バラの暴君。空を仰げ、貴様たちは何一つ掴んではいない。
まだ落ちゆくか。そうじゃよ、レガリアであの船のコントロールは奪えぬか。
Maybe? I've been trying, but I can't. Although I can access it from the outside, its internal schematics are too different from the moon cell, from the Earth's body of knowledge. I can't even alter its trajectory without analyzing its systems first. And the Regalia estimates that analysis would take 10 years. We've barely slowed its descent at all. With or without Archimedes in the picture, it's still racing toward us. Its sole purpose? To devour the moon and the Earth.
止めねばならぬならぬが。
To stop it now, we would have to destroy it entirely. Is that even possible? Talking about a hyper-light spaceship made of unknown alien tech. The mass, the size, the sheer dimensions of it. To fight something on that scale, we're not on that level.
あれを直接叩くには空行くスキルか遠隔の攻撃手段が必要か。それを有する者たちを集めるにせよ。しかしそれはあくまで手段。レガリアなくしてあの星船の走行を切り崩せる火力は。
That's the problem, isn't it? We don't have anything like that. I mean, I think a few servants would have strong enough attacks that could do it, but getting them here in time and getting them the necessary power to actually fire those bad boys off, that's not happening right now. That's just not happening. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay.
そうだ理解したか。斧が無力にむせべ、絶望を叫びながら死ぬがいい。お前たちではベルバーの殻は破れない。地球に端を発する文明ではこの異性の構造体は破壊できない。それは絶対の法則だ。
Here it comes. Literally nothing we can do about it. I can't see anything. The atmosphere, ripped apart by the arc of the stars, shoots forth a magnetic storm. It covers the surface of Seraph like a tsunami. It also acts as a jamming signal. Not only does it prevent me from seeing anything, but it steals away my senses as well. And in the middle of it all, only his ringing laughter echoes in my ears.
さあ滅びの時だ。集客の時だ。本来の役割を果たすがいいベルバー。今こそまさに14000年前の雪辱を晴らす時だ。
Hi, Altera. What is this? Oh, it's the giant Altera, the Titan. Just stuck in the ground now. Not where I wanted to be, I think. Damn, Altera. A giant goddess. A flash of white rushes through my heart. A brightness that feels like the light of the stars. My eyes take in her form and nothing else. Despite the jamming, I can see her in all of her greatness. As my eyes absorb all the visual data they can, I immediately recognize a human shape. Then a fist, its mass undeniably huge. Its acceleration is overwhelming. If we were on Earth, the impact would have been like a meteor. And like a meteor, the force of the strike comes roaring. It terrifies me to imagine how much that strike could have damaged Seraph. But I don't feel a single bit of fear. I feel from the bottom of my heart that this is something to applaud. A direct hit. The Arc of the Stars can't evade it and never could have. The tremendous mass has no recourse as it plummets toward the center of the moon cell. The colossal white form shines with a heavenly light. Like the sun breaking through a dark horizon. Like the hopes and dreams of humanity given shape. That single strike of hope puts an end to 14,000 years of destruction, subjugation, and solitude.
これはいや貴様はアルテラか。セファールではなく。
If I Archimedes.
封印した完全にだ。だのになぜ動く。なぜ動ける。セファール。貴様貴様貴様貴様貴様貴様。サーバントだけでは飽き足らず本体までも。
She can probably just go to him right now.
私に優勢に反逆するというのか。自らの存在の基礎とも言うべき星船のかけらを貴様を生み落としたに等しいものに。だがどうやって私の帯状高速砲具からどうやって抜け出したというのだ。
You see, the problem with that is Altera is not a fortress. Alright, how'd she actually get out? How did she actually get out? A few minutes ago. Oh, for fuck's sakes, Liz.
おはようございます。朝ですよ。アルテラちゃん、起きてますか？
Oh my god, Liz fucked everything up again.
起きてるわけないわよね。見つけた。セファール。いいえ、哀れな哀れなアンチセル。この世界でもあなたは救われないのね。まあいいとこまで行ったみたいだけど、その隙にアルキメデスに封印されちゃうなんて。最強無敵なはずのアンチセル様が一体どうしたのかしら。また小豚で頭がいっぱいだったとか。 救われないわ。ほんとまるでどこかの誰かさんみたい。前回はあなたが先に消えて、今回は小豚か。ねえ、どういう気分なの？未来が真っ暗だってわかるのって。怪物と人間の恋、ちょっとだけ期待したんだけど、まあいいわ。あなたが眠ったままでいるなら。予定通りセファールの力をいただくわ。新陳代謝は栄枯盛衰、モードはいつでもブラインドニュー。
You're just gonna take it,
エ
huh?
イリアンの血とかちょっとだけ怖いけど、もう私も優勢属性なわけだし、まずくてもまるっと私のものにしてあげる。
Oh.
だってそれが一番の近道でしょ。私が強くなればそれで解決だもの。アルキメデスも優勢本体も串刺し惨殺フルコースよ。でもそうなったら私も大きくなっちゃうのかしら。ステージとか作り直
Oh
し
my
なのか
god,
しら。
Liz. Liz. What are you doing? My god. Just... My god.
まあ今でもライブ会場に収まらない魅力なわけだし、そうなったらなったで考えればいいか。これも新色ダークアイドル活動の一環よね。それはそれとして、この鎖邪魔なんですけど。
Oh my god, of course.
よし、これで自由にこいつの体に触れるわ。あとは血を吸って私の下僕にと。
Freaking cold here.
でもどこに噛みつこうかしら。こいつ無駄にでかいし、首筋は硬そうだし、胸もぺったんこだから硬そうだし、やっぱり二の腕が妥当かしら。それとも手首をスパッと切って、
Oh
と
my
りあえ
god,
ず血
Liz.
液だけでも飲んでみて。あれ、なんか暗くない？あいつめっちゃ私に睨んでない？というか、もう私捕まってない？
とりあえずお礼は言っておきますね、エリザベート。それぐらいの感謝はありますから。
She fucking freed her by accident. Because she got too greedy.
これってドッキリ？いやだわ、冗談よ冗談。ほら、あんたとは喧嘩ばっかりだったじゃない。だから仲直りしようかなって。
Oh my god.
そうですね、怪物同士、私とあなたは同類です。ですのこれぐらいで済ませてあげます。
Oh dear. What the hell did you do to her? Just squeeze? Lick her? This is what you get for allying with Elizabeth Bathory.
理解把握。いやダメだ、私には理解できない。なぜそうなる。英霊たちもセファールも予想外ではあっても理解の範疇修正対象ではあっただのに、あれはなんだ。どういう計算で動いている。計算がない。あれの行動をトレースするための数式はないのか。
You could never predict the unknown variable of Elizabeth Bathory.
そんなはずがあるか。いやしくも優勢に選ばれたサーバントだろうが、 この私と同質の力を得ておきながらこうも私の計画をかき乱すのかあの愚か者は。いいだろう。もはや最終的解決を行う他にない。
The hell's your last what are you doing?
逃げるか優勢の学士。ヨとの決着はまだついていまい。
Oh, he's combined with it?
いや、少し違うな。これより全てが解決する。
大地が揺れる。
He's gonna try and drive this thing down further?
ベルバー2システム再起動を確認。機関全力船体を原子姿勢で維持したまま推進力理論最大値にまで上昇。分身開始。
He's literally just gonna try to ram his way in from there.
なんと強引にも程があろう。よもやこの領域ごと中枢まで落とすのか。
As we begin to fall, the shocks shake this entire area and my body with it. The feeling of falling grows so strong that I can even feel it through, even though I'm stored in this ring. The regalia sounds even more emergency alarms in my head. The moon cell itself is screaming. Every second grows more and more desperate. Upon engulfing Archimedes, the Ark starts carrying out the absolute worst-case scenario for the Moon Cell automaton. Archimedes didn't plan to drop just the fragment of the Umbral Star onto the moon. He intends to drop the entire Zero Dark. Holy crap. And so, the sky shoots past us. The sea of stars growing more distant with every passing second. The entirety of the field we're standing on has started crashing downwards. This is more than an attack. This is a suicide mission. It looks like Archimedes was backed so far into a corner that he finally decided to break himself along with the moon, taking out the lives and civilizations on the Earth's surface while he's at it. He'll probably succeed unless someone stops this super mass from moving well beyond terminal velocity. You can't go past terminal velocity. That's the max.
Altera, よくぞ救いの一撃をもたらしてくれた。ヨたちがアルキメデスと戦っていた時、貴様も戦ってくれていたのだな。自らと深く結びついた優勢のかけらに、ああまで見事な一撃を。その覚悟、その意志、確かに世は見届けた。
Nero, I don't think this is the time to be glazing her.
貴様は今誰より正しく英雄だ。ここで休むがよい。最後の締めは世と奏者が引き受ける。すでに手段は借り受けた。
Okay.
これより振るうは世の力にあらず、最も古き力にして最も新しき力、星々の海よ、刮目して見るがよい。
Altera sword. Saber is facing off with the fragment of the Umbral Star. No matter if we're in absolute danger or if we face an impossible dilemma, she will never hesitate. Even though my memories are still cloudy, this is something I'm certain of. Saber will not give up. Even if she stops for the briefest moment, she carries on, burning like fire, blossoming like a flower and smiling with all the force of the sun itself. For her, I will always lend my hand as master, even at the end of the world. No, that's not right. I have to correct myself. This is not the end. No more so than when we fought in the Moon Cell core, or when we battled through the labyrinth of cherry blossoms. That's extra CCC. No matter where we are, we always pull through. No matter what, we'll never give up. We'll use anything we can, whether it's a code cast, the Moon Cell, or a noble phantasm. If we can reach for it, even with the power of the gods, even the power of the gods is no exception. Let's do this. Let's fucking go.
遥かな寝台の日々にありし者たち、ヘンピレオ、オリンポスの神々よ、世に力を貸す時だ。アルテラのかくなる剣を触媒として世の才と情熱、炎と燃やして形をなせ。とはいえアルテラメノには戦の力ではないぞ。マルスになぞ全く用がないからな。戦の力は世には合わぬ。世にとって信じるに足る力、世が至上とするものは愛の力だ。
Of course.
本当のところはミューズが良いが、こと音楽ではこれは倒せぬ。であればやはり権限すべきはヴィナスだな。
Ah, I see. Makes sense. Venus would be a perfect match for Saber, since she earnestly expresses love as much as she seeks it. I don't know how important it is for the god to be compatible, but then again, I've never even heard of a heroic spirit being able to summon a god spirit in the first place. It's no use worrying about whether there's precedence for this sort of thing when the world is on the line. Right now, we have to do everything we can. We're using the entirety of the Regalia's resources and the Sword of Mars to access a higher plane. We're building our own Rainbow Bridge. Not to mix pantheons. Yeah, let's just add in Norse. Let's just add the Norse in here too, right? If we were summoning a heroic spirit, we'd access the Throne of Heroes in a similar way, gain a cyber frame for the servant, and bring them into Seraph. That's only possible because of the incredibly stable connection between the Moon Cell, the supercomputer that records everything on Earth, and the heroic spirits, whose existences are deeply rooted in human history. I have no idea how things will go in terms of connecting to the gods. But Saber has more to say about compatibility.
相性は何事にあっても重要だぞ、奏者。 世のもとへ来るがいい。金星の女神。ここで世に力を貸すことを許す。存分に14000年前の雪辱を晴らすがよい。
Yeah, gods would want a grudge. Would hold a grudge against this thing.
さあ、輝きの幕はこれより上がる。我がまとうは生命参加の光。咲き誇り愛の日々を歌う白きバラ。マグヌムなりし情熱をここに。星々の舞台にて舞う金星の兜をここに。これなりし姿をもって世はひとたびクラスを変えよう。
Oh god.
セイバー・ヴィナス。英気身辺天かけるセイバーである。
Cool. Yep. Yep. Saber Venus. Putting the speeding stars at her back, my saber appears before me as never before. I don't know what kind of goddess Venus is. Even if there is a basis for her existence, I have no idea what her actual exploits were, or what shape she took. But Saber, clad in platinum armor, truly shines like a goddess. I'm actually at a loss for words.
なぜそこで困るのだ。奏者よ。月と神と優勢、そして世とそなたが一体となった姿だぞ。
They're wearing a metal thong and pasties, come on.
何を困る必要があるものか。世は感想を求む。
The sight of you. The sight of her really is too much. This is a better time than ever to be inside the ring. I'm at a level beyond enthralled or even entranced.
ということだ。
Oh, Nero. Her armor, her wings. To see her with any part of this outfit would have been stunning, but I never imagined I would be at such a loss to see Saber adorned with all of it at once. I understand now, for the first time, how deadly a weapon beauty can be. I'm using the full extent of my power through the regalia to do something as ridiculous as manifest a god spirit in this world, but I have no regrets. If it's to keep this form in this world, I can run my magic circuits at full power forever. Okay. Yeah, he did. He did just say that all out loud.
すべてだ。こうも極まった局面で褒めちぎられると、世も
Okay, let's go.
さすがに
Let's get into the fight.
この暑さが抑えきれぬ。今は加減するがよい。だが嬉しいのでもっと続けてほしい。
Hero.
どうすればいいのだよ。そうあとならば問題ない。この戦いが終わった後、思う存分世を褒めるがよい。改めて見れば凄まじき異様よな。星の船、月を砕いて星を喰らい、命と記憶を吸い上げる魔性。確かに我らは貴様を恐れるしかあるまい。だが世は知っているぞ。神話伝説の英雄たちは世界を滅ぼさんとする巨獣のアギトへと勇気を持って自ら飛び込むのだ。さあ突き進むぞ。
Okay,
奏者よ。
let's do this. Final chapter. Soaring Golden Theater. Just fucking go. Yeah, no, we just gotta do it. In Saber's brand new form.
倉庫を破壊するのは不可能だ。内部から破壊するほかないだろう。侵入できそうな通路がある。先ほどの衝撃で開いたと見える。急げ、内部へ侵入しろ。
Okay.
やつめ、触腕で侵入口を塞いだか。侵入口の触腕と繋がっているな。あれを破壊すれば活路が開ける。
獅子のすべてがきらめく星のようだ。
Hey, destroyed
様子を
one.
覚えたな。あれを叩けば侵入口を確保できる。攻撃を続けろ。侵入口が見えてくるはずだ。
獅子のすべてがきらめく星のようだ。海を奏者。そうだ。世の女神っぷりは
Where's the entrance?
世の奏者であれば星の船であろうと
Oh,
倒
there's.
しきれよう。
触腕を攻撃しろ。
Oh, I gotta do the thing, right?
華麗に決めるぞ。はっ天幕よ、落ちよ。ロサイクス。はっ
いいぞ。触腕を片付けてしまえ。触腕の数が減っている。そのまま攻撃を続行しろ。
Just slash. That's it. Just I gotta slash this shit. That's it. There we go. Got him. All right. Entrance open. Let's do this.
侵入口が開いた。行け。内部。
Okay. Charge into the starship. Okay. Game. Oh.
核兵器による防御システムだ。注意して回避しろ。避けられないのであれば破壊しろ。今の君の力可能なはずだ。
Ah, that's my bad. Yes. Just trying to get that timing right.
近いぞ、奏者よ。感じるぞ。これこそ星船。
Did I kill it? Was it? Or is there more of it? Okay, there's more of
中
it.
枢は一つではなかったか。二つ目のあれも破壊しろ、セイバー。
Okay, gotta destroy another one.
これは
Oh, we're back out here
防御
again.
システムが侵入者を排除したのか。またあのプロテクトにかかるのはまずい。侵入口を変えるべきだ。逆側から侵入し、もう一つの中枢を破壊しろ。
Enter the other side of the starship. Okay.
先を急ぐぞ。おのれ、こちらにも触腕か。よくもうねうねと気持ちの悪い。すべて切り払ってくれる。しかるのち、侵入口から内部に至る。はっふっふっやっ。
大型の構成トンネルがいる。強力だ。注意してくれ。
Oh, it's just regular enforcers that are here now, huh? God, these guys are just falling to me, no problem. They're nothing. Well, let's just keep swatting at them. There we go. Alright. Entrance open, entrance opened. Yep, entrance opened. Sweet.
見事だ。侵入口を開いたこの突入が最後の機会だろう。覚悟は。いや、聞くまでもなかったな。
Inside we go. Alright, let's take down the fucking starship, guys. Yeah, this is a long ass stream.
あの各駅か。命名するぞ。貴様は憤りの壁だ。
Ow, that was my bad.
破壊可能な核撃は砕いてしまえ。
Ah. Yeah. God damn. Nero, come on. Did I kill it? I think I killed it already. I can barely see the fucking thing. Okay. I got one at 5 levels from that. Hell yeah. Ooh.
14000年における星の勝利が希望と願いの果てならば、こたびの勝利は私たちの営みこそが紡ぐ果て。花尽きぬ舞台より遥かステラの空にかけよう。行くぞ大政宝具、招きとらう黄金劇場改め。チャリタスドムスアウロ
Do it?
ーラ。あえて言おう。まさに斬撃皇帝である。
Okay.
おいおい、なんだ。突然糸が切れやがったぞ。これからいいとこだったのによ。
気持ちは大いにわかるが、そう言ってやるな、空風林。どうやら我らの主はその務めを果たしたようだ。
これはあなたは成し遂げたのですね、神王。それでこそ私の、いいえ、レオの成長を導いてくださった方。
優勢エネミーの沈黙を確認しました。 活動の停止だけでなく電脳体の崩壊も始まっているようですが。
エネミーだけではない。未明領域の全てが停止を始めたようだ。神々をさえ味方につけたか。大した皇帝だ。
おやおやや、未明領域のエネミー反応が消えていきますよ。戦ってぶち壊したといった様子ではなく、パーッと一斉に打ち上げてピカッと光った花火のように。
アルテラの語った通りだろうな。優勢のかけらが破壊されたことで未明領域の優勢勢力は自動的に一掃された。つまり
何です？
我々は勝利したということだ。ひとまず優勢は目標座標を見失い星の海を巡ることになる。
おう、なんということでしょう。それってつまりセーバーさんがあれを倒したってことですよね。
よっ。
神霊になる前の神々が敗北した相手に干渉とか、これはこれで罰当たりと申しますか。でもまあ私も応援しちゃいましたし、あの手の不可能事にはおバカな方が勝機があるかなと期待しちゃいましたし、勢いで制裁ずらされるのは耳にピクッときますが、まあ何ですか、とりあえずはお見事お疲れ様でした。
Okay. I think we just got an ending cutscene and then that's it. Or cutscenes. This game loves to be long-winded. The final light that shot forth from Saber Venus utterly destroyed the Arc of the Stars from the inside. Its obliteration is total. There's no trace of its walls or tentacles. All of it is gone. Even if it had some sort of automatic reconstruction feature, it would be impossible for it to regenerate now. Although the Zero Dark still exists, the only reason the Moon Cell had originally kept this area around was to stop the Arc from interfering with anything. It won't be long now until the entire area is deleted. The Umbral Star's territory, Altera's prison for all those years. This place is no longer of use to anyone, not even the Moon Cell or Seraph. I think it's only right that it fades away.
どうだアルテラ、こたびの戦いは我らの完全勝利だな。愛の勝利であり、我らの勝利であり、そして貴様の勝利でもある。この剣だ。星船を打ち果たせたのは貴様に借り受けた剣あればこそだからな。
Oh, now the Titan's fading. They are particles of high-density spiritrons that form the Titan's Altera's cyberframe. She's crumbling. This is the exact scene we saw on the record. The Titan continues to fall. Everything that formed the person she was, her mind, body, and soul, everything that tied her to Seraph is disappearing. She's crumbling. She's crumbling. It's as if tears are raining down. Not the tears of the great goddess who saved the world, but the tears of the heavens shed by the stars that watch over us. They pour upon us endlessly. No one could stop these tears from falling. Hey, Golden, welcome back. The cyberframe, having lost the mana needed to live, falls to the zero dark as a deluge of inorganic mass. And then, bit by bit, it disappears. All while sparkling with the ephemeral glowing light of the Spiritrons. I know why this is happening. We're the ones who made it happen. We should have known that if we destroyed the fragment of the Umbral Star, so deeply tied to Altera, she too would be destroyed. The Ark formed the basis of the Titan's existence. With the Ark destroyed, the results were inevitable. But still...
泣くでない、奏者。涙をこぼしてはいないかもしれぬが、その顔は泣き顔だ。このような場面に浮かべる表情はな、涙ではないのだぞ、奏者よ。
Saber's actions reflect her words. There are no tears on her face, not a shred of doubt. Why? Even though she stands before this overflowing, endless rain that cruelly accelerates the torrent of debris, her golden hair is swaying. Her emerald eyes, sparkling like jewels formed by her burning passion, quietly watch over the crumbling Altera. It's not that she doesn't see what's going on. Saber is surely seeing this with her own eyes. So why is she smiling?
ほら、見るのだ、奏者。世界の誰でもない、世とそなたがこれを見届けねばなるまい。
Oh? Aww. Through the cracks in the core of the cyber frame, I see a little girl. She's dressed in white from head to toe. Her eyelids part just a little, revealing eyes that burn as red as the stars. It's Altera. There's no mistaking it. There she is. Younger than before, but laying right there. The Titan continues to fall into ruin around us, and yet... for a moment, I can barely comprehend it. All I can do is look back at Saber. And then finally, I get it. I get why Saber was smiling all this time.
説明が足りずすまなかった。しかし戦闘中は余裕がなく、あとはもう実際に見た方が良いと思ったのだ。世は一度はアルテラメとの約束を破った。肉体の奏者を救えなかった。世が破壊したのは優勢とアルテラをつなぐ命令系統だ。ヴィナスの意向は敵を倒すものではない。愛する者を救うものなのだ。セファールとしての外角は崩れるが、中身はこの通り。
Okay, so Altera got to live, I guess. That light. She used it to cut the connection just before she destroyed the Ark. Brilliant. To think that she'd been able to adjust for something so small while emanating such an overwhelming, unprecedented level of dimensional magic. Why'd she not tell me about any of that?
そなたはあれだ。ヴィナスをとどめるのに全神経と全魔術回路を投入していたからな。秘密にしてびっくりさせようなどと思っていたわけではないぞ。
It's just, you were kind of focused. You were a little focused on, everything.
うまくいかなかったら気まずいから黙っていたわけでもないぞ。そなたも世もあまりに全力に過ぎて対話の余裕がなかったのだ。すまぬ。
Nero. no, I didn't mean to blame you or anything. I just never thought we'd see her again, and yet here we are, all three of us. The girl in white opens her eyes all the way. They sparkle like rubies. I can see Saber and myself reflected in them. Her eyes are kind as well as beautiful.
セイバーとマスター、私どうしてこれは夢ですか？いいや、夢であるものか。ここは貴様が生きるべき現実。貴様が勝ち取った未来だ。量子で構成された虚構世界ではあるが、何？地表の現実とそう大差ない。おはよう、アルテラ。改めてはやはり挨拶から始めるべきだな。
Altera lives.
おはよう、優勢。私は破壊の化身。
No, sweetheart.
文明は貴様の敵ではないし、生命も貴様の餌ではないぞ。いいか、アルテラ。よく聞くがよい。その実は地上と月の情報をもとにフェルバーが作り出した優勢の子供のようなもの。フェルバーは破壊したが、そこから生まれた生命はもう別のものだ。子は親を選べぬが、生まれ落ちてしまえば話は別。そなたの人生はこれから始まる。そして世が保証しよう。これからは破壊も蹂躙もいらぬ。文明は良いものだし、生命も同じく。ようこそ世界へ。そなたを待つのは愛あふれる日々だ。だから胸を張って笑うがいい。はい。良い顔だ。
The little girl in white gives a faint little smile. Saber lights up with joy and returns a glowing smile of her own. I feel a smile forming at the corners of my mouth as well. Even though we were fighting for our lives just moments ago, there's nothing but happiness here for us now. Who should I even thank first? Saber? Altera? After I figured that out, I should use the regalia to see how everyone else is doing. I need to make sure that nobody's been hurt and that Altera's rebirth hasn't caused any side effects. Of course, I haven't forgotten about Castor. I need to thank her for keeping our home safe along with Archer and the rest. I have something I should tell her in particular, too. I need to give my thanks to the 7 servants who supported our cause. Following that, we have to search the entirety of the new Seraph. We need to suppress any rogue attack programs, whether they're tied to the Umbral Star or not. We also need to find NPCs and escort them to safety, and begin the search for any remaining masters. Oh, there's so much to do. But, for the time being, for the 2 girls in front of me...
マスター、おはよう。何をぼーっとしている、奏者。何か言ってやるがよい。
Oh, yes. That's right. Must have gotten caught up thinking about everything else. Well then, first... Okay. Well, there we go. That was it. That's Fate Extella's story, guys. I can't make it go any faster. I think it's going to go through the entire ending here. Oh. So there's our branch. We started in the Saber one. We got the message from the Altera one. And that set us off on a new path. On that nice little golden one right there. Oh, can I not? Oh, I can't. I just have to hold X. There we go. I didn't want to go through the whole credits. It's going to take a fucking forever. But there we go, guys. That's Fate Extella's story. I'm pretty sure we're going to get at least one more scene, and then we can end. My god, even speeding it up, it takes a while. But we did it, guys. We killed the alien death machine. We saved Altera. Sure, Iskandar still died. The body version of ourselves died. The original servant Altera died. But we killed Archimedes. Finally, that fucker. Almost there. Nope. There's the quantum time lock. So now they can't go back any further. They can't change anything. They can't try to do what we did. This is where everything starts anew. Or all branching realities go now. Oh, hi, Liz. You calling the Umbral Star the producer? Okay. Now we got our actual ending. Now, let me tell you the story of what happened afterwards. A certain sort of peace has come over the land. At least over the parts that we know of, since the new Seraph is growing bigger and bigger every day. The Roman Empire on Seraph, the area under Saber's control, is almost fully reconstructed. After the invaders from the Zero Dark all disappeared, a certain change occurred in Seraph. First, the number of NPCs started to increase. They even started to spot some familiar faces. Saber is overjoyed. She calls them her Roman citizens and has been busying herself with her area's construction. She says she's doing it because it would be uncomfortable living there day to day otherwise. The area was mostly made up of fortresses erected during the war, after all. I can tell Saber's happy as she speaks boisterously about the glory and extravagance that can only be achieved through the efforts of our citizens. Additionally, it's not just NPCs who have increased in number. Surprisingly, we started to see more and more humans in all the territories. Yes, humans. Saber doesn't really see the difference between them, and neither do I. The caster looked pretty surprised when she told me the news. Of course, many of the people who come to Seraph are Spiritron hackers who become wizards. But not everyone is one, and for some reason, there seems to be a fairly large amount of non-wizards too. Saber thinks that they're immigrants who have moved to the moon, as the environment on Earth is too harsh for them. Of course, the Roman gates of Seraph are wide open. Saber loves to welcome people who've chosen to live in the serial phantasm world. It's no surprise. Her noble phantasm is a glorious golden theater just waiting for applause. She keeps her door open for any audience who comes to share in the joy of the world. Oh, back to the Millennium Capital. Reconstruction of Tamamo's old territory, the Millennium Capital, is moving along quickly. Most of the areas that were damaged during the battle with the Umbral Star are repaired now, too. It sounds like the NPC's trade industry is doing particularly well, and they're even established a trade route with Rome. For her part, Castor says, it's not like it particularly helped them or anything. Of course she'd go soon. She also tells me that Karna is spending his days peacefully in the city of cherry blossoms. Apparently, he's a sight to behold when he's gazing at the flowery glory of the trees in full bloom. Ryder started up a shop somewhere. Or was she helping out one of the NPC's stores? Either way, she says she's doing well. I'd like to go and say hi one of these days. Berserker? No one knows where the General Lubu Fengion is gone. I have no idea how to say his last name. There are rumors that he was seen watching the cherry blossoms with Karna, but there are also stories of him being seen in places other than the Millennium Capital or Rome, so no one really knows what happened to him. 3 out of the 4 generals who served under Nero vanished just like Lubu. Cuchulainn ran off, saying he had someone to find. Sir Gawain claimed he was going on a journey to train himself even further. Li Xuan just left, cacaing all the while. All of them set off in different directions, following their own paths in the new and constantly expanding territories of Seraph. Archer stayed behind for us, but I don't see much of him. I wonder what he's doing lately. And then the servants who lent Altera their power. The top servants who stayed by her side for various reasons, even though the Mooncell summoned them to fight her. We know the King of Conquerors fell in battle, but we haven't seen any sign of the other 2. Did they disappear? Did they leave Seraph and return to the Throne of Heroes? No one seems to know for sure. In my personal opinion, it's hard to think that the golden heroic spirit would have given up and left so easily. I can easily see him being dragged into some unbelievable plot in some unbelievable place, gut-laughing the whole time. Ooh, sorry. And then there's the Zero Dark, the former territory of the Umbral Star. The unknown darkness that once blanketed the territory has started to vanish, piece by piece. Apparently, it's an automatic function of the Mooncell running its course, now that it's confirmed that the Arc of the Stars has been completely destroyed. No one goes there now. No servants, NPCs, or humans. Even all the Umbral enemies have disappeared following the cessation of their functions. I missed that last part. Sorry. No, never again. I got too distracted. That's my bad, sorry. Just keep reading some emails and shit come. Oh great, these two.
この時がやってきてしまったな、キャスターよ。まったくもっていつかはこうなるとは覚悟しておりました。私たちはどうあっても相入れぬ同士、決着はつけなくてはなりません。不思議ですね、こういうところはすぐに同意できるのに、他となるとどうにも不器用なんて。確かにな、我らは二人。しかし愛しの奏者は一人のみ。統合を果たした時からもはや決まっていた運命かもわからんな。
How did it come to this? I try to think of something to say, some way to calm them down like the ladies they are. Seraph has finally regained peace. Maybe it's never even been this peaceful before. So what's wrong to fight like this? I've told them over and over that they're both my irreplaceable servants, but it looks like they can't even hear me right now. They're already spoiling for a fight. There's no one to stop them, and anyone who could stop them in the first place is left on a journey of their own. This is awful. Can I really do anything other than watch? Not do anything other than watch? The scene unfolding in front of me is truly the beginning of the end. It's the day of reckoning. It's the day of destiny. Two of the world's strongest, classiest ladies sinking down to a mudslinging contest.
止めるな奏者、これは真にそなたのためでもある。故に世は上げていくぞ。我が最後を見よ、万来の喝采を聞け。インペリウムの誉れをここに、甘き果実のごとく見よ、黄金の食卓を。
Dinner table?
いいえ、させませんとも。宝具團十郎推薦京料理、ここに開陳です。
奏者よ、分かっているな。まずは洋の料理から食べるのだぞ。
Good lord.
無理強いとは
It's a
無
food
粋ですね、
contest.
セーバーさん。お疲れ気味のご主人様には質量料理などより繊細な京料理が良いのです。
Oh my god.
質量料理か、それは良き名だ。世のローマ料理は質も量も十分だからな。
褒めてませんから、玉も流の当てつけですから。あ、いえ、ご主人様はどうぞお気を楽に。
Oh my god. So it begins. I knew that they'd shut themselves in the kitchen at the crack of dawn, and were fussing over this and that while getting something ready. But I never could have imagined this is what they were planning. It would seem the true battle begins here. It wouldn't bother me if this was a normal culinary battle. I wouldn't mind at all. In fact, I'd be perfectly content to let them go at it and improve their skills to their heart's content. The only problem is that I'm the judge for this. Where's Cuchulainn when you need him? The table in front of me is piled high with the mountainous fruits of their labors, and I don't use mountainous lightly. I can see that they truly put everything they had into making this. Both sides look delicious. Roman cooking and Japanese cooking. Both different, but both scrumptious.
ご主人様、もしや今綺麗なモノローグで締めようとなさいました？
どちらも違ってどちらも良いか。おー、それはなかなか良い言葉ではないか。 褒め言葉と受け取るぞ。
セーバーさん、これをさせて何勝手に陥落なさってるんですか。ここまで来て無効試合なんて私はごめん被ります。どちらが正妻メインサーバントなのか、今こそここではっきりと。
焦るでないキャスター。要は奏者の言葉をただ褒めたまでのこと。当然勝負を放棄する気はない。
Oh, is that how it is?
さすがセイバーさん、そうならそうとおっしゃってくだされば。
Oh boy.
ふふふよろしゅうございます。女の戦い、ここに極まり、いざ真剣勝負。ではご主人様、まずは私のお料理ご覧くださいまし。水菜と牡蠣と豆腐のお鍋、うなぎの白焼きに穴子のかば焼き、トレトレの松茸の混ぜご飯にお吸い
Oh, that actually all sounds really good.
物。もちろん箸休めにはおばんざい、さらにデザートには生八つ箸という二代目團十郎も垂涎のスペシャル京料理です。
Oh, that all sounds really good.
ささご主人様、たんとお召し上がりくださいませ。おかわりもありますとも。
團十郎垂涎級か。それは。
Are you two acquainted with Sir Danjiro? You are, aren't you? Anyway, this really does look delicious. It smells wonderful. Its fragrance wafts over me. I can tell that you spent a lot of time and effort on this. Thank you, Caster. Well then...
いや待つのだ奏者。まずは世の料理から口にしてもらわねば。世とて負けてはおらぬ。とっておきのケーナだ。最高の美酒と最高の料理こそがセラフローマ皇帝とその最愛たるものにふさわしいというものよ。
セイバーさん、ご主人様ですが、お酒の類が大丈夫なあれでしたっけ。
そこはそれ。漁師なる虚構の世界としてのセラフであるがゆえ、ノンアルコール美酒を用意したぞ。
Interesting.
なんとその手があったか。この玉も一生深く。そのテレンテクダ、見習わせていただきましょう。
では世も献立をさらっと紹介しよう。黄金がごときチーズに蜂蜜を添えたオリーブオイルたっぷりのパルス。無論ひよこ豆などではなくレンズ豆である。パンも良いが昔ながらのパルスもまた良い。つい先日発見されたばかりの森林域で収穫したブドウもつけてみた。トロイヤ豚はヨウが切り分けてやるのだぞ。手ずからなのだぞ。クジャクのローストもあるのだぞ。
Why'd you cook a peacock? The Roman dishes Saber lays out in front of me. A pile of delicacies like something out of a storybook. I see. So this is the table of the esteemed emperor. I feel like one of those people depicted in ancient history books. This looks super delicious. Makes me think about the past. There were so many places in so many eras throughout history when the Earth's bounty was astonishingly plentiful. My mind almost wanders to all kinds of places.
フォアグラも焼きたてであるし。
Foie gras?
エスカルゴの塩煮もまた絶品なのだ。このコクラルでだな。
カタツムリ食べるんですか。
はあ、キツネが何を言うか。虫とかカタツムリとか大好物であろうが。
ミコ、かわいいかわいいたまごちゃんは虫とか食べたりしませんよーだ。
何を言う。 虫やカタツムリを食べる野生のキツネが可愛くないとでも言うのか？
突然キツネの側に立たないでくださいまし。もう何ですか？
奏者よ、キツネ代表は放っておいて甘味も食すがよい。プラケンタの蜂蜜漬けなどもあるのだぞ。
プラセンタ？
Oh my
お
god.
肌に良いという
そうなのか？
Oh my god. Oh, wait. Palacinta. Yeah, slight difference there. Moving on.
ともあれ、好きなものを食すがよい。奏者、もとよりこの勝負は陽の勝ちだからな。
それは聞き捨てならないと申しますか？何を根拠に勝利宣言？味はまだわかりませんが、見た目ではすでに私の圧勝と存じますが。
確かに日本料理の見目は麗しい。繊細だ。しかし繊細すぎて食欲というか重欲がわかるのも事実。その点、洋の料理を見よ。満腹の遣唐使ですら駆けつけるほどの肉、油、果実のインパクト。すべてはローマへ通ずだ。聞いたことがあろう。なればすべての文化文明はローマへ通ず。
And that is the basis for her imperial privilege skill that lets her gain any other skill she wants temporarily, because all roads lead to Rome, so, you know. If it happens here in Rome, surely I can do it too. Like, you know, sailing a boat. There's many ports in Rome, so of course I would know how to use a boat.
貴様が京料理なるものを選んだ時点で勝負は決まっていたのだ。京料理もまた文化文明。
なんですその理屈。さすがに強引すぎてドン引きなんですけど。
That's right. The square hole.
何が文化文明ですか？冗談じゃありません。
I don't really understand what Saber's getting at, but... Civilization, huh? No. Stop it, both of you. Don't you want to dig in before it gets cold?
しかしだな、奏者。こやつがなかなか納得せぬものだから。
ご主人様。でもセーバ
They're
ーさ
still
ん
going
は
at it. They're still going at it.
真似をするでない。
真似とかなんです？
Oh, will they just cut it out?
文明？
Yeah.
お料理はいい文明？悪い文明？
And with a thump, before anyone here even realized it, a young girl in white had jumped up on top of my lap. The young girl, smaller than the Altera we knew. A new life form with both the features of herself as a hero and the faint shade of herself as a titan. A new cyber frame born on Seraph. Surprised, Saber and Caster stop arguing. I'm no less surprised myself. I didn't hear her walk in.
アルテラか。貴様の分は別に取ってあるゆえ。今は奏者と二人きりなのだ。だからそんな。
Are you gonna really tell her no?
ダメですか？
いいえ、二人きりじゃないですよ。私もみこっとお隣にいます。いますからね。
ダメですか？玉も。
Oh my god.
まあ、今は間が悪いというか、一世一代の大勝負の最中なので、ご遠慮いただけると。
No, the child stays. She's gonna break this up.
アルテラさん、なぜお黙りに？
美味しそうです。右のお料理も左のお料理も美味しそう。これは文明なのですか？
Yeah, let's go with that. It's civilization.
どちらがいい文明、
I should probably say something here. But before I can open my mouth...
アルテラ、よーく聞くがよい。悪い文明など世界のどこにも存在せぬ。いずれも等しく人の営みだ。であるがゆえ、どちらも美味であり、栄養満点であると、よくキャスターが保証しよう。であろう、キャスター。依存はないな。
しょうがないですね。そういうことなら、ええ、どちらもそうです。味も栄養も保証しましょうとも。ご主人様のためにと、どちらも考えた献立なんですから。悪いものなんて一片たりとも入っていません。ええ、存分に召し上がってくださいまし。
They're so cute.
私が食べてもいいですか？
Eat up, kid.
そう言いましたけども。
目に入ってしまったからにはもはや仕方あるまい。キャスターよ、これこそ無効試合というもの、もしくは余たちの負けだ。腹を空かせた無垢なる少女にお預けなどしてはローマ皇帝失格だからな。
狐としてって何ですか？まあ言いたいことはわかりますけど。
And with that, the epic battle draws to a close. That's fine. I've been kept waiting for so long that I'm hungry too. And besides, there's no way I can finish this huge pile of food all by myself. Of course, since there's 4 of us here in the same room, I'm not sure we'll get along perfectly, although I do wish we could. At any rate, I think the best plan is for everyone to enjoy this banquet. This wonderful banquet.
いただきます。いただくとしよう。
There's still more. You kidding me? Oh, fuck you, Archimedes. How are you still alive?
ベルバー2完全破壊を確認。すでにクォンタムタイムロックに入ったか。実に落胆すべき結果ではあるが、これ以前の修正行動は不可能となった。人の文明と神の執念、月の機能か。優勢の力までをも利用しての奇跡とはな。欠陥品であるお前たちだが、結果は正しく受け止めよう。お前たちの勝利だ。
Yeah, sorry, man. The Umbral Star is never gonna find the Milky Way now.
だが、ベルバーはいずれここへと至ろう。破滅の星よ。どうかこの身をここより遥かな真の英知に導きたまえ。
There we go. We got our fin. It's over. It's done. It took way too long to do this game. It's everyone. It's all the servants. Well, -1. I'll worry about that another time. But there we go. Fate Extella. Finished. Finally, after... God, way too much time. So really, the only thing I can do, really, is play back the same things again? Or go through and do... Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. Go through and do the side stories for every fucking character. I don't have this one yet. At least I shouldn't. And guess what? A lot of these are copy and paste of the exact same missions over and over again. So I could dedicate a few days to that at a later time, but as it stands, the main story's over. That's it, that's all. Hallelujah. I'm just gonna update the games list now. Because, you know, I gotta update that games list. I can finally take Extella off the games in play list. Finally. And I can throw it on the games completed list. There, that should be updated now. Yep. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 74 games finished on stream. Right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. 74 games on stream. Finished. Let me get into just chatting so I can shut this down. So there we go. I could also start up the sequel now anytime I really want. But we'll see about that. We'll see when I want to do that, because I have so many other games, you know, on the go. But good lord, I got so many damn games on the go. But yes. There we go. Let's look at our schedule for the rest of the day, guys. Or the rest of the night. Or week. Tomorrow, about 6 o'clock, Time Stranger. We're going to start up some Time Stranger again. And then if it isn't obvious, that week is going to lead into a Time Stranger week. Yeah, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? I will get that schedule made tonight and post it probably tomorrow morning. So, yeah. That's all I got for you guys now. That's it for me. I really got to pee. So, I'ma just go, you know? Anyway. Actually, you know what? I should put this on the charger because it was already dying earlier. So, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for watching, commenting, and lurking. Appreciate it very, very much. Again, we will be back tomorrow for some Digimon Story Time Stranger once again. Until then, though, I hope you all have yourselves a great rest of your night, and I'll see you next time.